Students in Spokane high schools poured out of their building today. We'll show you the protests and the reason they walked out.
And a record-breaking Tuesday for Spokane, but changes are afoot overnight. I'll get you prepared in my First Alert weather forecast.
And AI chatbots could be contributing to rising teen suicides. We'll break down the numbers and show you where the danger could lie. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. High school students in Spokane making their voices heard today. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Students at multiple schools across the district held walkouts protesting the death of Renee Good in Minneapolis last week and ICE operations in Spokane. One at Lewis and Clark High School, where we heard students yelling chants, all in an effort to show solidarity with the protesters in Minneapolis honoring that woman killed by ICE agents. This was the scene over at North Central this morning, with students filling up most of the bleachers by the baseball field. The protest started around 11 this morning and lasted for about an hour. Our Madeline Mullins is live at Lewis and Clark right now. And Madeline, what can you tell us about why students wanted to organize this?
Yeah, well, it was just hours ago that hundreds of students walked out, some of them carrying signs and chanting, all of them sharing the message that they are standing against ICE and standing with the people and families who have been impacted by deportations.
No ICE, no KKK, no fascist USA.
It was an idea that was born at Lewis and Clark High School and expanded to 6 schools across the region, from North Central to Mount Spokane.
I think our politics right now are really dominated by older generations, and it's important to let people know that the youth, we're the next voice of America, and so we make our voices heard now.
Put together by Spokane Students for Human Decency, organizers led the charge today from LC, honoring Renee Good while calling for an end to current immigration enforcement and protection for immigrant families.
I think the treatment of immigrants in this country is abhorrent and disgusting, and we should never dehumanize anybody that is living here.
This is not the America I want to raise my kids in. It's not political anymore, and I'm disappointed in the leaders of our country and how the situation is being handled.
Here at LC, 6 students addressed the crowd, and as the students began to line the fence with their signs, cars drove by honking, and community members came out and joined the students. One man holding a sign toward the students saying, "I'm proud of you."
Students at the school are fired up and they're angry and they want to do something about the injustices that we see in our world. And so it makes perfect sense that this has spread like wildfire.
Now, Spokane Public Schools did not have anything to do with this walkout, but the organizers say they did talk with the school to let them know it was happening and coordinate with staff and security. SPS says any students that missed class today and did not have an excuse will be marked with an unexcused absence. Live in Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
All right, Madeline, thank you. Let's get to our First Alert forecast now. It was kind of oddly warm today.
Yeah, for the middle of January, right? Forecaster Jason Valentine filling in for Chris Crocker tonight. He joins us now with a look at that quiet forecast, Jason.
It's going to get quieter. Actually, today we had tied a record high of 53. The last time we were 53 was Christmas Eve. Yes, it's been a wild couple of months of weather. So right now we do have a little bit of cloud coverage up top, but we had plenty of sunshine today. And oh, that sunset, just beautiful. Thank you to Sue Lamb of McConaughey Flats near the Moses Lake area. Beautiful shot. Thank you for sharing it with us. And we do have an air stagnation advisory. The hot temperatures are going to be going away as we're seeing an inversion come into our areas, which is going to be causing not great air quality, dry conditions, light winds, and it's going to take a storm to take it out. It's going to be some time until we're going to be getting back to normal. So this air stagnation, it doesn't include Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, but it will affect it. That's until Friday morning, but that's most likely going to be extended. Now, we are looking at visibility. Already Bonners Ferry, 0% visibility. It's going to continue to creep out into our areas as we're looking at fog coming into many of our regions. Dry conditions for the foreseeable future, so that is some good news. In our evening planner, do expect to see fog in the Spokane area, and that could be in the form of freezing fog, and we're going to be seeing those chilly temperatures coming on in. I'll let you know how chilly in my First Alert weather forecast coming up.
All right, Jason, thank you. More and more teenagers are turning to artificial intelligence for emotional support. It's an alarming thought for some parents.
Yeah, and this past year, several youth suicides were connected to AI chatbots. Now, lawmakers in Olympia are putting forward new legislation they hope will help. Alexandra Konyartz joins us live in studio with the details.
Derek and Kirsten, this data is from Common Sense Media, and it shows that over 70% of teens have used an AI chatbot. When filling out this survey, teens could select more than one response. And what was really concerning to mental health experts is that 33% say they use these AI companions for social interactions and relationships, things chatbots aren't trained to handle. AI is everywhere, both for us and our kids. Mental health experts warn that is not without a risk.
AI is not human.
But therapist Tegan Brindley warns it tries really hard to be.
It is really good at mimicking empathy and mimicking emotion, but it's not actually giving off emotion or empathy.
And that is what makes it both easy to use and dangerous. Over the last year, there has been a devastating rise in stories of teens talking to AI chatbots moments before they commit suicide.
When you hear stories like that and realizing how much teens are leaning on it for support, it's a really scary place to be.
Chantel Liskey leads NAMI Spokane, an organization for people living with mental health conditions and their loved ones. She warns regulations on AI companions are critical.
Without having regulation on AI, we have no idea what is coming out when you put that little prompt in.
Lawmakers in Olympia are pushing forward 2 bills to address that. Governor Bob Ferguson says they would require AI companions to establish safeguards that detect and respond to self-harm or suicidal thoughts. Both Brindley and Liskey note this is an important step towards getting our kids the safe and effective help they need, but also shines a light on how many teens want to talk about mental health.
I hope that it's more of a wake-up call to say, like, why are our teenagers going to AI? Why don't they have access to something more?
Violations of this bill would be enforced under Washington's Consumer Protection Act. If it passes, it would take effect in January of 2027. Live in studio tonight, Alexandra Konyartz for News Now.
Alexandra, thank you. And if you or someone you know is struggling with suicidal thoughts, do not hesitate to call 988 for 24/7 support. They will connect you with someone who can help. A bill that would create punishments for law enforcement wearing face masks unlawfully was discussed in the Senate Law and Justice Committee today.
Senate Bill 5855 would allow citizens to sue local or federal officers if they're illegally masked. It's important to note here, the bill does allow exceptions for some face coverings, like wearing a helmet on a motorcycle or wearing specialized tactical gear. A major sticking point in the discussion today, the worry that the bill was written based on legislation in California, which is currently being challenged by the courts.
I'm not sure that this is ready for prime time until the issue actually is resolved in California. If we're going to pass legislation that's going to address something that's an analog to that which is in the middle of litigation in California, could be jumping the horse just a little bit here.
State Senator Jeff Holy suggesting that a push for the bill happen after the challenge in California is over. A key court case is being reviewed by the Supreme Court today regarding transgender athletes in sports.
The decision ultimately could set precedent for the way sports are handled moving forward. Hear the argument from officials arguing for changes and from athletes affected about what it will mean for them coming up.
Plus, the State Department has a message for any Americans in Iran. Leave now for your own safety. We'll tell you what's prompting that alert after the break.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating Cooling.
Multiple boat dealerships all in one place. Shop and compare all in one place. One place that's heated and family friendly. Come see us at the Spokane Boat Show.
Every child deserves a chance to dream big. If You Could Save Just One provides a supportive space where youth can discover their passions and potential.
Positive activities and caring relationships help youth build resilience and create paths to success. At Just One, we offer free programs, mentorships, and resources that help kids in Spokane Hilliard neighborhood build brighter futures.
Numerica is proud to donate $1,000 to Just One because strong communities start with strong kids. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
The National RV Show is coming to the Spokane Convention Center January 15th to 19th. Multiple RV dealers, countless manufacturers, and unbeatable deals. All the newest travel trailers, fifth wheelers, toy haulers, and motorhomes. Shop Brinkley, Grand Design, Jayco, Bigfoot, and more. All with massive manufacturer discounts, free admission, live music, adult beverages, and you could win a new RV. Don't miss the National RV Show at the Spokane Convention Center. Schedule a VIP tour to save $1,000 at nationalrvshow.com.
Post Falls ER and Hospital, open 24/7, providing premium emergency department care without the wait. From your child sports injury to urgent ambulance visits, Post Falls ER features low wait times, efficient procedures, and compassionate care. Plus, we provide state-of-the-art imaging, inpatient care, and accept all commercial insurances. Because in an emergency, every second counts and every life matters. Post Falls ER and Hospital, State Line near Cabela's, minutes away.
Winter's creeping in. Is your heating system ready for the challenge ahead? Don't let an unexpected equipment failure or high energy bills impact your comfort this holiday season. At Bills, our comprehensive maintenance can discover problems before they start, giving you peace of mind to focus on what matters most. For a limited time, you can schedule a tune-up for only $59. Call us at 208-777-5528 and schedule today.
It's bigger and better. The original annual Spokane Boat Show is 4 days with major dealers from the region. Family friendly and free parking at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center.
At least 2,000 people are now dead in Iran's nationwide protests, according to human rights activists.
President Donald Trump announcing new tariffs and is considering military action against Iran. His national security team expected to meet at the White House today, and the State Department is warning Americans to leave Iran immediately. ABC's Christiane Cordero has the latest from the nation's capital.
Human rights activists today said the death toll in Iran from anti-government protests is now at least 2,000 people, more than triple what was first reported. President Trump's national security team is expected to meet at the White House today to discuss his options for intervention in the Islamic Republic. According to U.S. officials, the Trump administration is considering sanctions, possible cyber attacks, and even military intervention.
We're looking at it very seriously. The military is looking at it. And we're looking at some very strong options.
Calling the protesters patriots today, President Trump canceled all meetings with Iranian officials and said, quote, help is on its way. With the collapse of its currency and surge in cost of living, anti-government demonstrations in Iran have spanned 2 weeks. There are reports of morgues running out of space in Tehran. This video shows a morgue there with people searching rows of body bags.
The killing of peaceful demonstrators must stop. The labeling of protesters as terrorists to justify violence against them is unacceptable.
Iran's foreign minister blames in part the U.S. for the violence without providing evidence. Trump claims Iran wants to negotiate with Washington. As it weighs military options, the administration has imposed a 25% tariff on anyone who does business with Iran.
And that essentially, without naming names, is taking aim at China because China is Iran's largest trading partner and it's the world's largest importer of oil.
Iran hasn't directly said it's willing to negotiate with the U.S., though its foreign minister says it is open to diplomacy while insisting the regime has the situation under total control. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
137 Venezuelans the U.S. illegally deported last year may never receive due process. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the U.S. government doesn't know where they are. That was Secretary Rubio's answer Monday to a federal court's ruling from last month that requires the Trump administration to find a way to give them due process. The issue is the migrants were not given an opportunity to challenge their deportations back in March. They were sent to El Salvador under the Alien Enemies Act on accusations they were associated with the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. Then in July, El Salvador released them as part of a prisoner swap between the U.S. and Venezuela. In addition to arguing they can't be located, Rubio also said granting them hearings would risk damage to foreign policy interests in Venezuela.
15-year-old Becky Pepper Jackson is a discus thrower, a high school student, and today a plaintiff in a first-of-its-kind Supreme Court case regarding transgender athletes in sports. Becky and her family live in West Virginia, where federal courts have blocked state laws that would ban athletes like her from playing on girls' and women's teams. In Becky's case and in a separate case in Idaho, lower courts decided the bans discriminated on the basis of sex in violation of Title IX. Becky insists she lacks any physical or hormonal advantage because she never went through male puberty. If the Supreme Court rules in favor of West Virginia, officials there tell ABC's Devin Dwyer that trans girls like Becky would compete on the boys' team if they compete at all.
What is the solution for student athletes like Becky? Is it to just have them play in the boys' league? Is that fair and safe for them?
Yes. Why not just play with the boys' team?
Because it would go against who I am. I've been a girl forever, and playing on the guys' team is going backwards.
The Supreme Court is expected to rule by this summer.
Well, they sometimes say it's a calm before the storm. We're going to get a calm that is going to last over a week. And we're keeping an eye out for that storm to come in to change things. I'll explain. Let me get you ready for your Wednesday and your first alert weather forecast. That is next on 4 News Now at 6.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Easy Home Buyer.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
What can we make for you today from the Sweet Palace in Phillipsburg, Montana?
When I was told I needed radiation treatment for a brain tumor, I couldn't stop thinking about what could happen to my memories. Those moments I cherish from growing up, of finding myself, of the people I love, of what I've created. Would they all just fade away? But when I learned how precise treatment was with Gamma Knife, I was reassured that those moments would be preserved. Because it's not only about protecting the memories I've made, but the ones I have yet to create.
Ring in the new year with big savings. Visit Quality Stoves and Spa's inspiring showroom for the area's largest selection of fireplace extraordinaire at Lopi Fireplaces and Stoves. All reduced. Sale ends Saturday at Quality Stoves and Spas.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Share and share alike with the 20-piece Chicken McNuggets for only $6.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Mornings are getting delicious because
Jamie Oliver is back.
GMA this week. 3 mornings of Jamie cooking things up super tasty, super easy, and super healthy too.
Jamie Oliver, the one and only, baby.
This week on
Good Morning America. Come on.
Well, it's probably boring weather if you're a meteorologist, but some people are enjoying this warmer weather.
But how long will the warmth be sticking around? Let's hand things over to forecaster Jason Valentine now to find out.
Oh, I have some bad news if you're enjoying the warm temperatures. We're about to get much cooler, but good news, we're still going to be above our average for this time of year. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're having a good one so far. 44 right now in Spokane, 39 in Coeur d'Alene. Spokane, a record high. They tied a record high at 53 today. So warm temperatures throughout. Inversion is going to be taking over as we get into our overnight period into tomorrow. Dry conditions and light winds are going to continue for the foreseeable future. So here's a look at our radar. We did have a little bit of cloud coverage, but we had some lovely sunshine coming in. But just like we saw on Saturday, way back in Saturday, the fog held on and didn't allow us to get above about 35. That could be happening as we move along into our work week. So taking a look at our forecast radar. That's right. It's into Wednesday, into Thursday, nothing coming into our area. So if you like dry conditions, you're definitely going to be in luck, at least through the weekend. And this is what an inversion is. High pressure system up top is just pushing down. It's a lot of pressure on the area, and it's keeping the cold temperatures in, nowhere to escape. It also adds to bad air quality. So pollutants kind of get trapped. So if you're susceptible to air quality issues, do take note for the next couple of days. And we're keeping an eye, and this is starting to grow. The moderate air quality starting to dip into Coeur d'Alene and Spokane, and this should get worse before it gets better. So again, take precautions if you are susceptible to bad air quality. So good news, if you're doing some traveling, look at this. All of our mountain passes are dry. This is this week into the weekend, and really there is no end in sight. We need a storm to come through to blow all of this out, and we just don't see it just yet. Current temperatures, 43 for the Tri-Cities. Our hotspot down in Lewiston at 48, still 44 for Spokane. Again, hope you enjoyed. Hope you got outside today, because we may not see the sun for a little while. 24-hour change from yesterday. Now, we did have that record high today, but we are cooler than we were yesterday. Look at the Tri-Cities down 12 degrees, Coeur d'Alene down 7. And this should be the same for tomorrow, if not more, as we are definitely going to dip. And overnight, we're going to be right around that freezing mark. Now, good news, we have no rain coming in, but we could see some freezing fog in areas. So if your car is outside, give yourself a little extra time tomorrow to scrape it off. And again, winds are going to be going away for a while, so don't expect much fresh air coming in. So things are just going to be slowing to a crawl for the time being. So 7-day forecast tomorrow. Again, our high today, 53. Tomorrow, 39. 36 on Thursday, and then we're just going to hover right around that 40-degree mark. Overnight lows are going to return to the 20s. And again, hopefully we see a little bit of sunshine as we get into the next couple of days, but things are clamping down. The inversion starts overnight tonight, much cooler, but dry and no wind for the next few days at least.
All right, I think we can handle it though. Thank you, Jason. Uncertainty across the country has many people searching for an easy out if they need it.
Yeah, there's a growing trend of people seeking dual citizenship with countries besides the U.S. What could be contributing to the trend and the obstacles some people are facing? After the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by CARD, the Center for Asbestos-Related Diseases.
This is your community, and your stories deserve to be heard. At 4 News Now, we're here to listen, connect, and bring you the news that truly matters. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
Join the circle of life at the Lion King.
Coming to Spokane for 3 weeks only this January. Get your tickets today at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Eastern Washington University is the region's polytechnic. And that means we don't do things like everyone else. We put hands-on learning at the forefront of everything we do. Our polytechnic plays trumpet, learns applied ethics, and studies humanities and education. It powers the research centers that give our STEM graduates an edge in the workforce. We are your Eastern Washington University, the region's polytechnic.
The National RV Show is coming to the Spokane Convention Center January 15th to 19th. Multiple RV dealers, countless manufacturers, and unbeatable deals. All the newest travel trailers, fifth wheelers, toy haulers, and motorhomes. Shop Brinkley, Grand Design, Jayco, Bigfoot, and more. All with massive manufacturer discounts, free admission, live music, adult beverages, and you could win a new RV. Don't miss the National RV Show at the Spokane Convention Center. Schedule a VIP tour to save $1,000 at nationalrvshow.com.
Landowners in the Inland Northwest know when it comes to power, performance, and reliability, nothing beats a Coyote tractor from Jordan Sales and Service. Family owned and trusted for over 25 years, Jordan Sales and Service helps you tackle any property with Coyote tractors, zero-turn mowers, UTVs, and skid steers built for real work. Our full-service parts and service department keeps your Coyote tractor running strong every season. Visit Jordan Sales and Service, your home for Coyote tractors and unbelievable hometown service.
Welcome back. Traveling from country to country without restrictions, shorter lines at the border, or maybe connecting with family roots. All of that and more is the dream of those who seek dual citizenship.
And in the last several years, Americans are among the top globally people searching for a second passport. Ivan Rodriguez has the story.
Dual citizenship is the ability to be a citizen of 2 or more countries. Most people qualify through one of 3 routes: descent, investment, or naturalization. Experts tell me getting a second passport comes with lots of upsides and little to no downsides. For as long as migration has existed, many immigrants who naturalize in a new country have wanted to retain their citizenship of origin. In recent decades, the wealthy have also embraced dual citizenship as a way to expand global mobility.
What we've seen over the last probably 4 or 5 years especially is a significant increase in demand from more developed nations. So the US is the clear sort of leader in that regard.
Dominic Volek is group head of private clients for Henley & Partners, which assists high net worth individuals in attaining dual citizenship around the globe. Last year, they assisted clients of 91 nationalities, but Americans were top of the list. A November Gallup poll found that 1 in 5 Americans would like to emigrate, including 40% of women aged 15 to 44, a 400% increase on a similar poll taken in 2014.
We had a few, interesting political cycles, and so both sides of the political spectrum had concerns on the other and vice versa, and so they were looking to build in that optionality.
Professor Peter Spiro with Temple University says, in a way, gaining dual citizenship can serve as an insurance policy.
Even if you're never going to use it, just knowing that you've got that other passport in the drawer results in a kind of peace of mind.
And other than application fees, experts say there's little downside to obtaining dual citizenship, especially if it's through descent.
Most countries, there are very few obligations of citizenship that apply if you're living outside of the country.
Several countries, notably in Europe, tightened their criteria for citizenship last year. Italy issued an emergency decree limiting citizenship by descent to 2 generations, requiring the most recent ancestor in the line to have been born in Italy and to have died exclusively as an Italian citizen. Several judges have already referred the law to Italy's Constitutional Court, which has a scheduled hearing for March. In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Well, the FDA wants suicide warnings to be taken off of some popular weight loss medications. The affected products include Eli Lilly's Zepbound and Novo Nordisk Wegovy and Saxenda. The request follows an FDA review that found no increased risk of suicidal thoughts or behavior with the use of the GLP-1 medications. GLP-1 drugs were first approved to treat type 2 diabetes, but they've gained in popularity since being approved for obesity in recent years.
A new study traces some urinary tract infections back to food safety that raises some important questions about prevention. With more, here's ABC News' Melissa Adon.
A recent study published in the journal MBio found that about 18% of urinary tract infections in Southern California could be linked to strains of E. coli bacteria that likely came from meat. Researchers compared E. coli from over 1,500 UTI patients to strains found in local retail meat. Then they used genetic tracking techniques to trace the source back to meat the patients had eaten, especially chicken and turkey. People in lower income neighborhoods had a 60% higher risk of these foodborne UTI strains compared to wealthier areas, pointing to some unexpected environmental and social factors in UTI risk. UTIs can cause painful urination and frequent urges. Left untreated, they can progress to severe kidney infections or sepsis. Some practical tips for avoiding a UTI: cook all meat, especially poultry, drink plenty of water, urinate regularly, and visit a doctor if you have concerning symptoms. With this Medical Minute, I'm Melissa Adon.
A change is coming to public transit in Spokane.
And if you're a smoker, you may want to listen in here why you'll no longer find a dedicated section for your habit, coming up after the break.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
If you've been injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident,
the best time to call an attorney is as soon as possible.
The second best time?
Right now.
Call Russell and Hill.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Even if you have moderate to severe eczema, you can feel the rhythm, feel the flow. And Dupixent helps you feel the heal. It helps calm the key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Some adults saw fast itch relief after the first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Many even saw 90% clear skin. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Stay ahead of eczema and help heal your skin from within. Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent today.
The 30th annual Inland Northwest RV Show is back. The big multi-dealer show at the Spokane Fairgrounds, January 22nd through 25th. Beat the rush and preview units now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake and North Spokane. Every RV at R&R RV is show priced. Reserve yours before the big multi-dealer show, January 22nd through 25th at the Fairgrounds. R&R RV, your RV superstore in Liberty Lake and North Spokane. Or shop now at rnrrv.com.
Wow, $1 million.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Itchery. Didn't touch it. I was just using it as a drink tray.
Sir, I'm obligated to inform you that I have a yellow belt to the art of karate.
Yellow? What's your signature move? The fist of mild discomfort?
Try again.
The flinching dragon.
That's not a fake.
The flying side eye?
We're getting warmer.
To Leo, buy one, get one snacks means maximizing his savings potential. However you make money work, Wells Fargo can work with that.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, Spokane Transit is closing the smoking area at its downtown plaza to see if that will make the area safer.
Yeah, it's part of a pilot program, and STA is already getting some feedback on it, both positive and negative. Derek Strom is live in downtown Spokane, where smokers are getting used to the changes.
Derek, Kirsten, there's a chain link fence blocking the smoking area here. It's been closed since the 4th, and it will be closed until April. Some smokers I talked with see this as a way to potentially make the area safer, but some see it more as an inconvenience. STA says there's several different reasons they're experimenting with closing the smoking area at the downtown plaza.
We want to have increased accessibility for our paratransit customers. We're looking at increased security reasons, and then also just trying to improve the air quality for our majority of our transit customers.
STA says right now its paratransit riders have to catch the bus around the corner on Post Street, but it would be easier for them to catch a wheelchair accessible bus where the smoking area is. So far, smokers are split over the change.
If we had something that had more smoking areas available, it'd be less of an issue. But with it being the only designated smoking area in the vicinity for blocks to reach, it's kind of inconvenient, yeah.
Other smokers expect the closure will cut down the drug use around the plaza, even if they'll have to smoke across the street. STA tried to close the smoking area years ago, but found it drove people away from nearby businesses. It's hoping to learn from those mistakes this time.
At the end of the pilot, we're going to evaluate. Did it work successfully? Does it warrant a permanent closure? Should we not close the smoking area, or is there something in the middle that maybe there's a modification in place? So that's really the intent, is to collect that data.
STA will be collecting that feedback through an online survey and emails, and it will also be putting out weekly and monthly reports to riders and the surrounding businesses in this area, and that closure will last until April 4th. Live in downtown Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
All right, Derek, thank you. Checking back in on your forecast now. A dry and calm week likely in store for the future here.
Yeah, forecaster Jason Valentine joins us now with a closer look.
It could be more than a week as we're not seeing anything to break up anything for a little bit. But hey, thank you to Sheila Rawls. We got flooded with photos of that just beautiful sunset we saw today. Unfortunately, tomorrow we may not see that sunset as we're going to be seeing fog starting to take grip. So Spokane right now 44. We had tied a record high 53 today. Hope you're able to get outside and enjoy the warmth and the occasional sunshine. A little bit of cloud coverage up top, but we're starting to see a high pressure system starting to start an inversion, and that is going to continue overnight. We do have an air stagnation advisory through Friday morning for the areas surrounding Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. That doesn't include Moses Lake and Ritzville, but we're all going to be seeing the effects of dry conditions. That's good. Light winds, that could be good, but worsening air quality. We're going to keep a close eye on that. And visibility, already Bonners Ferry at 0% visibility. Our other areas are looking good, but do expect fog and even freezing fog to be coming into the region overnight tonight. Odds for wet weather are at a 0 through the weekend. So good traveling conditions, maybe. But other than that, we're just going to get into a groove of some fog, so not too much sunshine as it's going to be kind of tightening its grip and cooler temperatures. How cool? I'll let you know in my first weather forecast that's coming up.
All right, Jason, we'll see you soon. Spokane Falls Community College is celebrating an area artist with its new Artist in Residence. Claire Edmo is the newest artist to take the position, bringing her paintings to the college campus for the public to enjoy. The program itself offers a monthly paycheck to the artists, as well as studio space and a place to stay for the 3-month residency. We caught up with Edmo this morning to hear her reaction to being included in the program.
Makes me so happy and excited that I get to share my work with others. I really like the works in there. They have a lot of meaning and stories behind them.
If you would like to see some of her work in person, it will be on display in the Fine Arts Building at Spokane Falls Community College. The search for the next artist in residence picks up starting in June when applications will be accepted again.
An art program in Brighton, Michigan is helping people with disabilities discover hidden talents. Reporter Jeffrey Lindblom shows us how creativity is opening doors one brushstroke at a time.
All smiles for Michelle Acevedo, 11 years doing a job that she describes as magical.
I should have found this work sooner.
Her work, like a canvas, painting creative pathways for people with varying disabilities, and little by little chipping away at personal challenges, making what may feel impossible possible.
I think you can paint. Everybody can pick up a brush and everybody can paint something.
Keeps my mind going.
Dominic Frenny likes to paint.
Little like that.
For the past few months, he's been armed with brushes, beads, or buttons, painting lush landscapes amongst friends and family.
Being around everybody and the teachers and stuff.
This program is beautiful. The people are beautiful.
Friends like Emily Meredith, whose number painting colorful patterns on a lion. And look at this lion.
People who have disabilities or have different ways of doing things, and now it's like my world has opened up a lot more compared to the shell that I once had.
They even have this camera to share with others who aren't able to make it into the room.
Everyone in here really supports everyone else.
And I love seeing them and seeing them happy. And they, in return, love seeing me.
It inspires me a lot.
Like all of a sudden you might have somebody that's nonverbal just start talking to people out of the blue.
This right here, the product of what we've made. Go ahead.
It's miraculous, some of the things that happen here.
Together.
Nice. Hi, Channel 7.
Hey!
None of us are robots, but they wouldn't be as much fun, would they?
This is just one of many initiatives the nonprofit has been pursuing for the past 60 years, helping those with mental or physical barriers to find work. In fact, everything that you're seeing being made is lining these shelves and going on display for purchase.
It's like the best thing ever is to see their smiles when they're holding up their checks, especially the first check that they get.
Thank you very much for this program, and it might even inspire other people to start programs all across America.
And I love these folks like their family.
Really awesome story there. Well, 4 News Now and STCU are honoring volunteers who truly make a difference with their time and efforts to nonprofit organizations in our area. Today, we are proud to announce that Kimmy Meineke has been awarded a $1,000 grant. Kimmy is a volunteer and an advocate for victims of sexual assault.
Help them remember their humanity and their worthiness, and that they are beloved, that they are fully human.
For over 5 years, Kimmy has answered the 24/7 sexual assault support line and provided in-person victims support at area hospitals. Thanks to Kimmy for her volunteering efforts.
All right, Colfax basketball celebrated legendary boys head coach Reese Jenkins this weekend.
He has battled pancreatic cancer, still coaching his Bulldogs through the treatment.
It was an amazing purple out for everyone in the building. Stick around. After the break, you won't want to miss the story on this emotional night in Colfax.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Ready for action? It's No Holds Barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, February 5th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get a total value of over $8,000 on this Sierra 1500 model. Plus get $3,500 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Some mornings, I get a little extra help. Always. Memories are made in the kitchen. Find the right appliance to make more of them at Fred's.
At Fred's Appliance, all Bosch appliances are on sale. Save up to $300 on select Bosch dishwashers. Swing by Fred's Appliance today. We sell appliances, only appliances.
I'm Dr. Roxanne Haslam. I'm one of the urologists at North Idaho Urology.
Dr. Matt McLaughlin.
North Idaho Urology, I'm Dr. Ellison. I'm Dr. David Flores. I work at North Idaho Urology as one of the urologists there in the practice.
The North Idaho Urology difference is that we care.
North Idaho Urology, we really strive to just provide an excellent experience for the patients. What's important to me in taking care of patients is trust in their surgeon.
Give us a call, go to our website. We'd love to see you soon.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. And want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
Ulster has well?
They found 2 bodies.
Initial assessments are consistent with Special Agent Trent.
It's not Will's.
Will could still be alive.
Decades-old mysteries, shocking twists, killers who hid in plain sight. 4 News Now revisits the darkest moments in Spokane history. Watch the 509's most notorious crimes. Episode streaming now, only on KXLY Plus.
Over this weekend, Colfax High School celebrated a legendary coach through his battle against pancreatic cancer. The Bulldogs blanketed the gym in purple. We bring you now the story of Coach Reese Jenkins and his immense impact on the Palouse. Colfax's basketball gym is usually packed with royal blue and gold, but tonight, it's all purple.
My phone has been ringing off the hook this week with people wanting to help, wanting to reach out, wanting to be a part of supporting Reese and his family.
Everyone knows Reese. He's been around for so many years and coached for so long that I just think that this isn't a surprise that everyone's stepping up.
It's a celebration of head coach Reese Jenkins fighting back pancreatic cancer, and he's still coaching his Bulldogs.
We love you, Coach. Reese has been like kind of a second dad to me since I've grown up. He's been my coach since about, I think, 3rd grade, and Adric's been my teammate forever, and, you know, it's just surreal to see this community. The school put on this event with t-shirts that read, "All for Coach Jenkins, Bulldogs fight together."
We knew this was going to be big, not only in our community, but the entire Eastern Washington, Idaho, all over the place, because that Jenkins family touches many lives in our region.
And she means everyone. Yes, that's arch rival Liberty Lancers fans clad in purple just the same. One color for everyone in the stands.
There's nothing like living in a small town. We all come together all the time for things like this. Everybody has your back. So it doesn't matter what your community is, we all come together. And so Colfax is our family.
And while the scoreboard didn't matter as much tonight, Colfax didn't hold back, beating their rivals Liberty by 53 points to win their 12th straight. The state champions coach's team still perfect.
It's hard not to be in an environment like this and, go out there with your team and go to battle against a team that you want to beat. So obviously there's a lot of emotions and we just got to play through that, and I think we did pretty good at that today.
Jenkins' battle continues with loved ones at every step, counting every day as a blessing.
We would stay up all night every single day if it meant to takes the burden off of their family in any way that we can.
Big thank you to Colfax and everyone there for hosting the event and letting me come in and tell that story. Really amazing. Seattle Seahawks are 4 days out from their divisional round game against the San Francisco 49ers. Now got a schedule for the pregame activities. Lumen Field Event Center opened 3 hours before kickoff, including a robot to draw caricatures. NFC West Championship gear will be available, plus action green pom-poms for all fans in attendance. And on Friday, Seattle has the blue flags up around the world, and Seattle with their blue lights lit up too. So it should be really fun being there for that game, seeing it. I know the ticket prices are looking not great if you want to save some money in your wallet, but I'm sure the experience is going to be worth every penny.
Yeah, no doubt. I got to say, great job capturing the essence of, what a coach means in a small town like Colfax. And again, there's so many people just in Coach Jenkins' corner and hoping he can beat this. So.
Yeah, Colfax is a really special place.
All right. Now to the historic gold heist at a major airport and police announcing a new arrest.
It turns out the suspect on the run for years came back to the scene of the crime. Here's ABC's Hannah Battah with more.
This morning, one of the alleged masterminds behind a notorious gold heist is in custody. Arsalan Chowdhury was arrested after flying from Dubai to Toronto's Pearson Airport, the same airport where, in 2023, authorities say thieves made off with 6,600 bars of gold. That much gold today would be worth up to $58 million.
We believe the gold has been melted down and reconstituted into local and possibly international markets.
Chowdhury is one of the final suspects captured in a wide-ranging investigation known as Project 24 Carat. Authorities say it was an inside job. In April 2023, a plane carrying gold from a Swiss refinery arrived at Pearson Airport. A suspect driving a 5-ton truck arrived later that night, providing a fraudulent document to a warehouse attendant to receive the gold. That document was a duplicate of one used the previous day to pick up a shipment of seafood.
A short time later, a forklift arrived with a container of gold and foreign currency and loaded it into the rear of the suspect's truck.
A former Air Canada employee is among 2 suspects still at large. Although most of the gold will likely never be recovered, the local police chief is vowing to keep searching for those suspects, saying no matter where you try to run or hide, we will find you.
7 other suspects have now been arrested. Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
You're going to think there's a heist of our warm temperatures as we head into our Wednesday, as we are looking much cooler, much drier. And folks, we have an inversion coming in. Let me get you ready in my first alert weather forecast. That is next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Welcome to Parker Toyota, the Toyota Truck Center of the Northwest. Our inventory has never been better, with a huge selection from stock to fully customized trucks.
And now you can choose between a gas or hybrid powertrain. So whether you're looking for great MPGs or a 12,000-pound towing capacity, we have the truck for you.
Check out the all-new Toyota Tacoma and Tundra at your locally owned Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Kyle with Bill's Heating, here to take a look at your furnace.
I thought you guys were teamed up with Gonzaga. Where's the basketball player?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. We do have Davis Fogel on standby.
Standby?
Oh, yeah. Whenever one of us needs him, we just shout his name.
What?
Watch.
Whoa, it's like magic.
Actually, he just made me wait around the corner.
Exactly. It's magic.
Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
Out with the old and in with the new. Upgrade your home at an affordable price this year at Runge Furniture's January clearance sale. Right now, you can shop huge savings on stylish sofas, cozy sectionals and recliners, bedroom, dining room, all at low clearance prices. Start 2026 in a home you love at Runge Furniture in Coeur d'Alene. Shop price, shop selection, shop local. Shop Runge Furniture.
Nothing comes easy, whether in the garden or the kitchen. Every meal starts with heart, hustle, and a whole lot of hard work. And your finances should work just as tirelessly as you do. Ascend Checking from P1FCU can earn you 3.5% APY with no monthly fees, no gimmicks, just rewards for the work that you're already doing. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Subaru.
Good Tuesday evening, everyone. Hope you've had a wonderful day so far. If you're a fan of sunshine and warm temperatures, you got a treat today. 53 was our record high. It tied it for Spokane. The last time we saw 53-degree temperatures was on Christmas Eve. That's how that's how wacky it has been for the past couple of months. And we're going to be looking at more wacky weather coming in as we have an inversion slipping into the region. So do get ready for things to be changing 100%. We're going to be looking at cooler temperatures, dry conditions, and light winds throughout our area. So how dry is it going to be? Here's a look at our radar. No precipitation right now. And as we look at our forecast radar, you can see the timestamp up top. We go into Wednesday. We go into Thursday. Even Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we do not expect any precipitation or really much clouds above us, but it's going to seem like clouds are around us because of, yes, it is a high pressure system pushing down, so we'll have a lot of fog going on. The cold air cannot escape for the warm air to come in, and it's not going to be broken until we see another storm, and it just is not on the horizon just yet. Also, if you have breathing issues, it's going to keep in all the pollutants and smoke in the region. So our air quality is definitively going to take a dip. It's holding on right now, but we do expect this to get worse before it gets better. Moderate air quality slowly getting into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. It should be spreading out as we move along into the next couple of days. So good news, if you are doing any traveling, look at the pass conditions. It is going to be dry for this week, and that includes our weekend for all of our passes. So great traveling conditions throughout. So current temperatures, we're still kind of in the afterglow of the very warm day we saw today. 48 right now in Lewiston. We're in mostly the 40s for our areas. A little bit cooler though, the more north we go. Sandpoint, Colville, you're already below the freezing mark. And we are going to see a lot of around freezing marks conditions for our overnight lows. A 24-hour change, despite being a record high during our day, we are cooler than we were last night at this time. I expect conditions to be much cooler tomorrow night at this time, as we're going to be remaining in the 30s to lower 40s for the week ahead. Overnight lows right around that freezing mark. Again, some freezing fog, very possible for areas. So if your car is parked outside, give yourself a little extra time in case you get some frost on your windows. So current winds, we are light. It is going to remain light for the foreseeable future. Again, we are waiting for a storm to come in to blow this high pressure system out. We don't see it in the horizon. So again, for the time being, we're going to be looking at upper 30s to lower 40s, overnight lows in the mid-20s, dry conditions, light winds, and again, protect yourself if you have any breathing issues. So after the record high today, cooler temperatures take grip tomorrow.
It was nice today, though, I will say.
For
Thanks
sure.
so much, Jason. Well, President Donald Trump says his wife, the First Lady's documentary, will premiere at the Kennedy Center.
He's plugging the film ahead of its release on Amazon Prime January 30th. The movie is called Melania. It follows the First Lady in the 20 days leading up to her husband's second inauguration. The documentary is controversial because Melania Trump launched her own production company to support it. Also, the film's director has faced multiple sexual misconduct allegations but has denied wrongdoing.
Comedian Trevor Noah will host the upcoming Grammy Awards for the 6th and final time. The 41-year-old says despite the experience, he still gets nervous every time he hosts. The 68th Grammy Awards airs February 1st live from Los Angeles. And before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Coeur d'Alene Honda has been here since 1968, owned and operated by the same family for over 57 years.
A lot's changed in 57 years. The way we treat our customers hasn't.
Check out our reviews. With a 4.7 rating, it shows we really care.
Here at Coeur d'Alene Honda, all of our new and select pre-owned Hondas come with our free nationwide lifetime warranty.
If you're looking for that perfect vehicle, we've got you covered.
We work with local credit unions and lenders to get you the best rate possible.
I just got approved with no money down.
Don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Attention RV buyers. The National RV Show is happening January 15th to 19th at the Spokane Convention Center. Shop over 1,000 RVs, all priced to sell with huge discounts. Exclusive show-only pricing available only at the National RV Show. Free admission. Manufacturer reps are on-site stacking additional savings. No payments for 120 days on approved credit. Plus, shop like a VIP and receive an additional $1,000 off. Learn more at nationalrvshow.com.
Ring in the new year with big savings. Visit Quality Stoves and Spa's inspiring showroom for the area's largest selection of fireplace extraordinaire and low-pie fireplaces and stoves. All reduced. Sale ends Saturday at Quality Stoves and Spas.
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
4 News Now is brought to you by Car Wash Plaza.
Coming up tonight on Nightside, local high school basketball teams hit the court tonight. We're covering games from East Valley, Gonzaga Prep, and more. We'll share the highlights with you tonight on Nightside, starting at 11 o'clock.
All right, we're starting to keep an eye on our visibility. Bonners Ferry, 0% visibility. We do expect fog to slip in overnight and persist tomorrow morning, so keep an eye out for that. Fog will be with us for the next few days, and quite a bit of cloud coverage. At least it will seem like cloud coverage. Highs are going to be in the upper 30s after 53 today. Weather whiplash.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, it was business in the front, but party in the back in Pennsylvania's capital. People of all ages turned up at the Pennsylvania Farm Show to compete for the best mullet. The competition was so fierce, I could have broken Billy Ray Cyrus's achy breaky heart. At the end of the day, a 10-year-old hit a grand slam that was enough to make 1980s Andre Agassi proud. Drew Fleshett, who looked like movie character Joe Dirt, took home the overall top prize. Judges say determining factors were length, style, flair, presentation, and dedication, of course. But really, for a contest like this, just competing makes you a winner.
A lot of flair.
Yeah. We had very last shot there. We saw a nice little Kentucky waterfall.
Yeah.
The subcategory of mullets. Live
stream KXLY.